While studying the balance of payments of a country, we have to be aware of the accounting principles of the balance of payments. Accounting principles of balance of payment include the credit and debit transactions of the BOPs and double entry bookkeeping of the BOPs. Let's check. First, let us cover the credit and debit accounts of the balance of payments. So, as you aware, all receipts of payments from foreigners will be credited in the balance of payments account of a country. So, it will be credited exactly at the time of the receipts. Later, it may be debited, doesn't matter, but at the time of the receipt, it will be credited in the balance of payments account, either in current account or in capital account. That means, for example, inbound FDI will be credited in the capital account of the BOPs. Later, the profit will be taken away by the foreign investor. Then it will be debited in the uh, current account of the balance of payment. That means investment income is part of the current account. It will be debited later. Doesn't matter. While it is inbound FDI, it will be credited in the BOP's capital account. Similarly, inbound portfolio investment that takes place through stock markets will be credited. Later, it may be debited as the foreign investors take away their dividend or interest. So, all receipts will be credited in the BOP's account. The credit items are various, that could be export receipts will be credited in the BOPs. Receipts of transfers in the form of foreign aid at the time of flooding or earthquake or any other kind of natural disasters, the gifts received from the foreign government, foreign institution, foreign entity, it will be credited. Receipt of investment income received by the residents of the country from their investment in foreign asset, foreign stock market, foreign FDI. So these are the investment, these are the credit items of the BOPs. So at the same time, all payments will be debited. All payments to the foreign residents, foreign countries, foreign government, foreign institutions, foreign businesses will be debited in the BOP's account of a country. So it will be debited exactly at the time of payment. Later that may be credited, doesn't matter. It will be debited at the time of the payment. So let's check it out, the debit items of the balance of payment of a country. The import payment, import bill settlement will be debited in the BOP's account. Similarly, the transfers made by the country to the foreign countries, in the case of the natural disasters abroad, or the gifts offered by the foreign of gifts offered by the domestic government to the foreign uh, entity, that will be debited at the time of transfers. Similarly, the investment income uh, received by the foreign investor from our country, it will be debited in the balance of payment account of a country. So it could happen in the form of profit from for FDI, dividend from stock market investment, interest from their investment on bond and deposits. So all the payment items will be debited in the BOP's account. The credit and debit items of the BOPs are in fact related to change in asset ownership. The foreign ownership of domestic asset and domestic ownership of foreign assets. When domestic assets are with the foreigners, then BOPs will be credited, but asset will lose. That means when the foreign investors are investing in Indian stock market or Indian assets, they are launching an enterprise in India. That means Indian assets are with the foreigners. It will be credited at the time of their investment, but later it may be debited at the time of their taking away of dividend or profit. When foreign assets are with domestic residents, That means when foreign assets are with the domestic businesses, domestic individuals, domestic government, then BOPs will be debited, but it will add to the assets of the nation. So double entry bookkeeping is an essential part of the balance of payment accounting. So this is the procedure to record all credits and debits in the balance of payments. So all international transactions, all international financial transactions will be registered, will be recorded in the balance of payment account on both sides, on both credit side and debit side. That means each transaction will be recorded twice. Each transaction will be recorded twice under two different items. That means every entry requires an opposite side entry. Even though the payments are debited, the receipts are credited, the each credit and each debit will have an opposite entry. So let's consider some of the examples. First one regarding goods export. So when ONGC, Oil and Natural Gases Corporation of India, exports $500 million worth oil to a Sri Lankan firm, then $500 million will be credited in the balance of payment account of India. Then Sri Lankan firm, Sri Lankan importer will pay through a bill of exchange. That means ONGC's balance received from the Sri Lankan firm with Sri Lankan bank will rises. That means export will be credited. At the same time, that export will be paid. That the receipt from that export will be paid by the Sri Lankan bank through a bill of exchange. That bill of exchange will be credited in the Sri Lankan bank in the name of ONGC. That means it is a kind of short term financial outflow that will be debited on the spot. That means the $500 million worth export in the credit side will be compensated by the financial short term outflow in the debit side. Similarly, the investment income received by a domestic resident from his investment with a from a Chinese firm, then it will be credited exactly at the time of the receipt. Then it will be recorded in the credit side of BOP. It will be added to the positive side of BOP. Suppose that is $10,000 received by an Indian resident from a Chinese firm as a return from bond. That means India's balance with their Chinese bank will rise. Even though the investment income is inflow received by the Indian resident, that will be credited in the BOP's current account, but in the financial it will be at the same time will be recorded in the debit side of BOPs as the short term financial outflow, as India's balances with Chinese bank will rise. That would be considered as a type of short term investment. The unilateral transfers to have both uh, credit entry and debit entry in tandem. For example, a grant of $100,000 to a country by a foreign government or foreign organization, it will be credited in the balance of payment account of a country as it is the unilateral transfers receipt. At the same time, that will be offset by a capital outflow of $100,000 in of the receiving country. So it happens through the unilateral transfers paying country will deposit the amount with a bank in the name of the receiving country with the foreign bank. That means that will be debited. So both side will be entered. The $100,000 will be in tandem recorded on the credit side on the one hand and debit side on the other hand. So another example is regarding capital account transaction. So whenever purchase of foreign stock of $400 that purchase will be debited in the BOP's account. At the same time, that will be entered in the credit side of the BOP. For example, when an Indian resident purchases an US stock of 400 worth dollar 400, that will be debited exactly at the time of the payment, but this payment is made through the domestic bank in the name of the foreign entity. That means a foreign entity's balance with Indian bank will increase. Indian bank could be a foreign bank, it could be an Indian commercial bank, it could be an investment bank, doesn't matter. The debit side of the BOPs will be compensated on the spot by the credit side of the BOPs. But having said that, balance of payment need not always be necessarily in balance. That means there could be current account deficit, but there could be capital account surplus. The current account deficit is mostly compensated, mostly offset by the surplus in the capital account in most cases. And efforts are also required to fix the trade deficit, the current account deficit, the capital account deficit. So, deliberate effort is required, however, to take the BOP in equilibrium.